Yo, how are we just now finding out that Uncle Ron passed away? How did this stay out of the media? And how the hell hasn't this been plastered all over TikTok?
All right, so this whole Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy situation is getting wilder by the minute. And now we've just learned that Beyonce's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, passed away from pneumonia, not long after sharing some interesting insights about the Carters and their connection to Diddy.
I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people.
The Carters and Diddy have been tight for decades, but Uncle Ron hinted that there was more to their relationship than most people realize. And now, just like that, Uncle Ron is gone. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to think the timing is certainly suspicious. And there are already whispers online suggesting that the Carters have distanced themselves from others before, like Jay-Z's rumored ex, Kathy White, who Jay-Z actually got pregnant, Beyonce got jealous of, and Jaguar Wright claims Beyonce unalived Kathy and took her baby. So the question is, were Beyonce and Jay-Z just close allies with Diddy, or could something deeper be going on? And what exactly did Uncle Ron reveal before his sudden absence from this planet? Let's dive into it. Beyonce's been catching a lot of heat lately, especially because of her and Jay-Z's longstanding friendship with Diddy, and their silence on the recent controversies surrounding him is deafening. Just recently, Beyonce endorsed Kamala Harris. I mean, it seems like a lot of people that are friends with Diddy are endorsing Kamala because most likely Kamala is going to protect these celebrities from the public seeing them on tape.
I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedom to control our bodies.
Beyonce is positioning herself as a supporter of women's empowerment, but now fans are wondering how that fits with her close connection to Diddy, given everything circulating about him. Many feel this silence conflicts with Beyonce's message of female empowerment. Some fans are calling her out for not speaking up, especially in light of the situation with Cassie. And if we're being real here, this isn't the first time Beyonce's been called out for actions that don't align with her brand. Remember back in 2023 where she performed in Dubai for $24 million? People were quick to point out that Dubai has strict laws that limit women's freedoms and criminalize LGBTQ plus identities. Dubai enforces harsh punishments like flogging or stoning, and women need to have a man's approval to marry. On top of that, being gay is highly illegal and can even lead to a unaliving sentence. I mean, for someone who presents herself as a feminist and ally, a lot of people found it surprising that Beyonce would perform there. I mean, isn't that her entire fan base? Gay people and women. Some of Beyonce's fans claim she had no idea about how Diddy treated people like Cassie. But let's be real, rumors about Diddy's behavior have been around for years, and many industry insiders say it was no secret. Some are even speculating that Beyonce and Jay-Z knew more than they let on, and that much like J-Lo, they might have participated in certain behind-the-scenes moves to keep their influence intact. This is where things get really interesting. Uncle Ron, who recently passed, made some bold statements about all of this.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get that. But you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you.
In his viral TikTok videos from 2023, he claims the Carters were ruthless when it came to protecting their image. He suggested that they had no problem blocking others from succeeding, like Carrie Hilson, if it meant holding on to their position at the top. Uncle Ron also backed up statements made by Jaguar Wright, the Queen, implying that Beyonce might be facing personal struggles and that Jay-Z may be supplying her with those substances.
Hardly nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on. She's been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it. to stay on top.
Naturally, the Beehive dismissed Uncle Ron as someone chasing clout, but Media Takeout actually confirmed that Uncle Ron did, in fact, work as a bodyguard for some major stars, including Beyonce. They even found photos from a 2004 fashion event that appear to show him standing next to the Queen Bee. So after Diddy's situation started gaining attention, Uncle Ron stepped back from the spotlight for a bit. Other loud voices like Jaguar Wright were taking center stage. But recently, news broke that Uncle Ron had unexpectedly and coincidentally was unalived. His wife, Evelyn, confirmed the news through his official TikTok account saying, quote, "I would like to inform everyone on TikTok of my husband's passing. Uncle Ron will always be remembered and loved," end quote. While the family hasn't shared the exact cause, one TikTok user went viral claiming that insiders mentioned Uncle Ron showed pneumonia-like symptoms, just like Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, who is going to release a tell-all book before she mysteriously passed away.
Patriots, I have this update just in. Someone in my comments, thank you, asked me, how did Uncle Ron die? I have some answers. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. He died last month. He was only 59 years old, very young. Some people are whirling around that he died of that same pneumonia that Kim Porter had. Sounds a little bit shady. Sounds like maybe the diddler had him taken care of.
So this is where things start to feel really familiar. A lot of people online are pointing out that several celebrities and industry insiders have unalived under similar circumstances. Brittany Murphy and her husband also passed away from pneumonia, not long after crossing paths with Kanye's former trainer, Harley Pasternak, the same one who once warned Kanye he could send him back to zombie land. This is why Justin Bieber's not coming forward, because he has handlers that are willing to unalive him and jeopardize his family. Then there's Heavy D, who is close to Diddy and unalived from lung disease in 2011. We also can't forget Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston's daughter, whose unaliving was linked to lobar pneumonia, the same thing listed on Kim Porter's autopsy. And let's not overlook Corey Haim from the two Coreys. At first, people thought Corey's passing was due to an OD, but it was later ruled as, you guessed it, pneumonia.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're
Yes.
and that they're still in this business?
Yes.
With so many figures suddenly unaliving from similar causes, it's hard not to wonder if Kanye was onto something when he said,
"You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing."
Uncle Ron's passing, much like Jay-Z's mistress, Kathy White, has been barely mentioned in mainstream media, and even on TikTok, only a handful of people are talking about it. But those familiar with what he shared about the Carters are convinced there's more going on here than what meets the eye. One commenter wrote, quote, "He unalived from pneumonia, which can be triggered by certain medications. Jamie Foxx took one Advil and ended up in the hospital. Kim Porter, Heavy D, it's always the same story," end quote. Is it just a strange coincidence that so many people who try to share inside knowledge about the industry end up being unalived? Or am I just some crazy conspiracy theorist on the internet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.